Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. So, it is currently Halloween. We've had quite a few trick-or-treaters around already today. I hope you guys are having a good day too. One of the real highlights, which I had not expected, but is totally in keeping with what Kaiserreich does, is they've released a special Halloween pack, basically. No, I don't have a terrifying mask. Oh wait, yeah, that's just my face. Very funny, dwarf. Very funny. They have released a cosmetic only hotfix, which is a whole bunch of portraits for the different Kaiserreich factions. They are brilliant, frankly. So we'll start with the obvious one. So we have got Germany here. Kaiser with the vampire fangs. I'm just going to go around a couple of the nations at the moment and kind of show them off, and then I will eventually show you who I'm actually going to play as. So have a few guesses as to who that is. I'm still not 100%, so I could actually change who I'm going to play as. This is a nation I've not played as before, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. This will kind of be a one-off special. Might continue in the future if it's really, really good, but I just had to do something with these portraits. I just absolutely had to do the portraits. So this is going to be a 4 or 5 hour stream. Yes, it will be. This is going to be replacing RimWorld for today. Just because this needs to be done. This needs to be acknowledged. I mean, this is really quite impressive. Kaiserreich does ridiculous things anyway, and this just goes even further. So, in the Union of Britain, we have Philip Snowden, bearing in mind that this is a guy who lasts about 6 months before getting replaced, and I think the replacements have got portraits as well. Like I did notice during the American Civil War, the Americans do. So there are quite a few. We've got Wilhelmina over here, face kind of rotting away. In Belgium, he's what, robot of some kind? I mean, I'm sure there are going to be characters here. I'm just like, I have no idea who this is. So, huzzah! Thank you, Gathan, resubscribing. Nice one. Appreciate that. Cuba's one is fantastic. Cuba is probably one of the funniest. Don't worry, we will get to those. So Ireland. Oh, Ireland does have one. Dude carrying his face. Cool. Norway. Norway's the penguin. I was actually super tempted to play as Norway, just to have King Penguin. Emperor King Penguin, in fact. Can Norway make an empire? Because we would need to make the empire of the penguins. Where would it be? It would be under domestic mandate. I don't know. If anyone who's familiar with the Norwegian tree, tell me if Norway can do an empire, because I am very tempted to play as the the Norwegian penguins. Then in Sweden, I don't think that's changed. Why am I not getting Finland? Wait, Finland. No, Finland hasn't changed. Russia has. He's lost his forehead and become a bit of a zombie. Ukraine's gorilla. Lithuania hasn't changed. Baltics has lost half of his face. Germany we've seen. Poland hasn't changed, I don't think. Who's this? Galicia, Lodomeria hasn't changed. Bohemia hasn't changed. Hungary, Terminator. And Austria, in fact. Illyria hasn't changed. Serbia, shooting laser beams out of his eyes. Then Bulgaria has actually lost his eye. Bit of a significant war wound there. Greece is also another Terminator. The Ottomans, another very good one. In fact, the Ottomans, I wonder if the Ottomans are related to the Brits. I mean, I'm definitely seeing some kind of familial resemblance there. So clearly Britain has some kind of Ottoman thing going on, or vice versa, I'm not entirely sure. Arabia has not changed. That's Germany. Yemen has not changed. Persia has not changed. Egypt, kind of going for similar to the Ottomans, but as a mummy instead. That makes sense. I only just realised that he's a mummy in Egypt. French Republic, nice. Romania's Dracula. Oh, where's Romania? No, I don't think Romania's changed. I don't know what Kodoro usually looks like, so I can't really say. Oh, that would be fantastic if he was, though. Middle Africa, another zombie, lost his lower jaw. Portugal, he's disappeared. I think this is supposed to be like the portrait of Dorian Gray. So he's the monarch who will live forever. Spain also lost half of his face. Ireland. Yeah, Ireland we'd already seen. Alright, Canada. Yeah, bad things have happened to poor old George V, and Edward's portrait is also excellent, so when Edward takes the throne we'll see that. The United States. And the stunning thing is, this is not even the best of them. The AUS is an even better one, trust me. It is absolutely fantastic. United Mexican States. I'm seeing a bit of a pirate theme going on here. You will see quite a few pirates. I'm going to save Cuba for the moment, just because Cuba is such a good one. Unfortunately, there isn't one for the Caribbean Federation. I was kind of hoping they would do something with the awesome hat guy, but unfortunately they haven't. You can go for it as Norway, but no empire. That's unfortunate. Venezuela, no. Colombia, no. Ecuador, no. Peru, no. Brazil. Yeah, Brazil's got one. What is that supposed to... Because when I see like red hat, I think Smurf. But I'm pretty sure a Smurf would not be smoking a pipe. So if anyone knows who that's supposed to be, then let me know. I believe it hasn't changed. The dolphins. So long. And thanks for all the fish. Chile hasn't changed. Alright, I'll show you Cuba. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the sheer genius that is Cuba? Worth it! Just for that. In fact, I have saved the portraits in a separate file. I managed to hack into the workshop files. Some of these might be making a comeback in the future. Oh, yeah, I think that you win. Jose Agrippino Barnett. Absolutely ingenious. Alright, Japan, Hirohito, looking very swish. Fentiang. Tigers, nice. Earlier when I was looking through these, I was thinking, Rakshasa? Really? Transformers Sweep! Yes! Alright, so when I was growing up as a kid, one of my favourite shows was Sooty and Sweep, which is a puppet show that we got in Britain. I don't know if it was elsewhere. And this is one of the two characters. You will see Sooty in all of his glory. He appears in at least 2 different nations. Oh man, it is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Could I post the whole list of portraits somewhere? I couldn't find a list. There are too many, I'm afraid. I'm just going to have to kind of go through these one at a time to really show them off. And if people join later, you'll see them when I'm doing diplomacy with the different factions. I mean, we will have a proper game here, but... Oh, man. Qing, another Terminator? Possibly? Yeah, probably. AOG has not changed. Yunnan clique has not changed. Ma clique has not changed. Alash autonomy has not changed. Turkestan has not changed. Persia has not. Afghanistan has not. Dominion of India. Okay. Slightly disturbing. just a little bit. Princely Federation. It took me a minute to get this one, but his head is in fact being eaten by Pac-Man. Oh man. I'm ruining your immersion. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Madras. I can't tell if that's changed. Probably. Bharatiya. Yep. Good guy, bad guy. Bharatiya there. I don't think Gandhi has changed, which really upset me. Because I was looking through this in my Siam game just to see if... Because I was going to continue with Siam, and quite a few of these portraits have changed because the leaders have changed. And I thought, no, we'll start from the beginning and we'll watch like the usual going through. And yes, I know that Mongolia is outstanding. Don't worry, I am well aware of that. Siam has changed, but I'm not sure to what. He looks like a samurai of some kind. I'm not 100% sure who Siam has changed to. Oh yes! Sweep is in another one. The Australian Confederation. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, we'll go to his lordship, Genghis Sooty Khan. The Khan of all the Mongolians, of course. Roman Ungarn Sooty as his westernized name, of course, is. And then we have, Suti Khan II. Who else have I missed? Abyssinia has not changed. It's still Haile Selassie. And then Somalia. Like, I don't think anyone actually called who I'm playing as right now. So that is, in fact, the Somalian flag. And here we have got the Pirate King, Suti himself. And I'm very tempted to either play as Mongolia, who I have played as before, which is why I was a little bit reluctant, or Somalia. Like, I'm always going to have a soft spot for Suti. And this has just got to be... I mean, Somalian pirates. Come on. Oh, man. Don Cuban. What were they? Where are they? Don Cubans. They're over here. Of course they are. Oh, wow. I missed them. My bad. So, yeah, if you know that I missed anyone here, let me know, and I will go and check them out. So, yeah, he's lighting on electricity. Bzzzt. Go Mongolia. I was tempted to. The problem is I have played as Mongolia before and I've never played as Somalia. But that's really the only thing stopping me right now. So if an overwhelming number of people want me to play as Mongolia, I will reload as Mongolia. Otherwise Somalia, just because they have a focus tree and everything, which I have not played with at all. Plus, I just really like the idea of being the Pirate King himself. And you'll notice that if you're on my Discord, which you can find at this link, I've actually changed my avatar to that. And I will encourage anyone else who is on that Discord to pick one of the avatars and change themselves to it, because why wouldn't you? Oh, Liberia. Has Liberia changed? They must have changed. Yes, they have. That is, cripes. What's his name? Baron Samedi, I think. Oh, man, I can't wait to show you the AOSs. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, who could I have missed? I haven't missed any of them. I think that's probably all of them. I mean, we have to wait for the Civil Wars to break out for a bunch more of them, but there you go. You must conquer the world as Suti the Horse Lord. Do Somalia, Mongolia. That's at least two Mongolians. Mongolia is a risk as well. Like, there is a pretty big chance Mongolia will just be wiped out. I'm going to be too busy laughing, frankly. So I'm going to stick with Somalia for this one, just because it's something a bit different. But yeah, it's a worthy second. I must say that is absolutely a worthy second. So who's your favourite at the moment, out of all of the different ones I've shown you? Oh, right, I missed the Commune of France. My bad! So yeah, the Commune has one. Does... Of course, the Pope. His Holiness Pope Sweet the 11th, known in his era as Pius the 11th. And yeah, you've got one as well. We have cripes, what's his name? Puzzle Dude, played by Jim Carrey. No, I've totally forgotten already. And play as Norway because you're Swedish. I can't believe I missed the Commune. Oh my gosh. This is also terribly, terribly tempting. But considering my name is Mordred Viking, I really should do a more serious Norway one, but I might well just go and add that one again so we can play as the Emperor. I almost called them the Emperor Pigeons. The Emperor Penguins. Oh man, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's going to be interesting to see who takes over Russia once Kerensky's gone. The Riddler, thank you, that's the name. The Ottomans are the best. I do like the familial links between the Ottomans and the British, to be fair. I'm kind of intrigued to see what Mosley looks like. Mosley's going to be interesting. Yeah, I think that's all of them now. Just trying to think if there are any small nations that I might have missed during all of the craziness. I don't think so. Anyway, let's go ahead and start playing. So let's be a little bit serious. So if anyone joins us later on, Mosley is horrific. Yeah, why am I not surprised by this? Let me know, like, if you want to see any, and obviously as Civil Wars and things start to occur, I will be panning around and having a look at those as well. Got a clip of 10 seconds that will give you all you'll need to know. Oh dear. Right, so we can strengthen Cuba though. Seriously. Oh, I really wish that Cuba had its own focus tree right now. I would so play as Cuba just for the glorious, glorious image that is Jose Agrippino Barnett. Is this going on YouTube? Yes, this will be. It's too good not to share with as many people as I possibly can. Like, Kaiserreich has absolutely outdone themselves for this. Absolutely outdone themselves. Ah, dear. Right, so what's happening in Somalia right now? We have got the Iron Fist of our Sangali, which is daily political power plus 0.3, which isn't too good, and the food shortages. So we should probably try and deal with the food shortages as soon as we can. So I would assume, where would food supplies be? I'm not seeing any food supplies. Black Monday, basic infrastructure. I would have thought it would be here somewhere. End rural famine. Ugh, it's under the crop stuff. I'm just surprised that you would invest in cash crops before trying to end the famine. That seems like a bad idea to me. Halloween Kaiserreich countries are awesome, especially love Mongolia. Yeah, Mongolia is absolutely fantastic. But we are playing as Mongolia's kin. I mean, we have got the Horse Lord on one side and then the Pirate King on the other. So we are the Pirate King. The Pirate King. Bogor Maximundi Kali Suti. That's his official name. Alright, so we're going to do economic development. We're going to try and rid ourselves of these. And then we'll go with the strengthened government. So economic development. We can start working on some of the factories. We need to do infrastructure. I suspect that we can do quite a lot of infrastructure work. So we got one free. Yeah, we get one free infrastructure. So we're going to need to do a bunch of infrastructure. I mean, there's one free in each of them, to be fair, but still, we need more. Which is the biggest? Mogadishu. Oh man, we're going to have no industry. Oh, this is going to be interesting. No manpower and no industry. I sense a challenge. Right, we're going to do Ogaden first. No, we're going to do Mogadishu first, because there's going to be a port there. And then Ogaden, I think. Something like that. Research is going to be the usual suspects. Cuba. Oh, why Cuba? I mean, it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense, but still. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Would I ever consider a game as Qing? Yes, when they've actually added a sodding focus tree. I only play nations that have focus trees. And another block is if it's a nation with a focus tree, but their neighbours or those that they interact with don't have one, because usually they're underpowered. So that is why, for example, I had not played as the Italian Federation, because the Socialists didn't have one. But they do have one now, and I have since played as the Italian Federation. Mosley could get you demonetized. Oh man, don't start me on demonetization right now. I'm getting hit so hard by it. Every single video currently is being demonetized. And I've been relatively lucky with the we're not going to review you if you don't get 1,000 views in 7 days. Like, most of the time they ignore that. But the entire Legacy of the Dutch 2 series has been demonetized and has not been remonetized. And so I've not earned a single penny from that whole series. So when it ends, it is gone, because I can't afford to have non-monetized series up there. There's no point. I mean, as much as I love getting this content to you guys, if it's not earning me something, there's no point me doing it. This is my job. So yeah, Legacy of the Dutch is going to last until the 5th of November, and then I'm afraid I'm just going to have to cut it. Alright. There are more infrastructure focuses, are there? Not obvious ones. I'm not seeing them. Unless they're... Oh, they're down there. Hargravia. No. Hargesa. Hargesa. Is that the only one? Because I'm going to doubt that they're in the political area. So Hargesa gets 2 free. So that's good to know. So Hargesa is which one? You. Knock you down by 2 more. There we go. So Hargesa is actually going to be the first one to get developed. Unfortunately, it's also the smallest province, which is really not helpful. Why has Germany got Berbera? Has any of the... Yeah, every single episode of Hearts of Iron gets demonetized without exception. Like, if it has Germany and World War II in it, gone. Thankfully, they don't seem to enforce the reviews very strictly. So I'll usually lose a bit of money. Probably half of the episodes will not get remonetized in time, but half of them do. So they earn me a bit, but honestly, Patreon and Twitch just make me so much more now than YouTube does, which is why YouTube's becoming less and less of a focus for me. And I'm aware that this is going to go up on YouTube, so you're going to hear me railing against YouTube at the moment. But it is not a nice place right now. Like, YouTube is killing itself. It really is. And I'm talking to so many of the other YouTubers around, and they're all saying exactly the same thing. Like, what the hell are they doing right now? United we stand. Somalia's multiple states were easy prey to the colonists. Divided, we fell. But then, in the Weltkrieg, the long struggle of Abdullah Hassan, called mad by our enemies, ended in victory after a string of victories here and in Europe. Italy completely withdrew from Somalia, and the Sultan of Wasangali de facto slipped from British authority, who was too busy fighting Germany around the world. The peace with honour did mean Somalia was free, but paradoxically, still a protectorate of Britain due to Ali Shir's treaties. A status quo which seemingly benefited both parties. After British collapse, Wasangali's forces seized what is left of British Somaliland, and the lords who were allied to him in a loose fashion proclaimed him Emperor, or Bokor, of Somalia. However, he styled himself as King in the West, perhaps in an attempt to court the emperors of the Central Powers, and placing himself below the Caliph, whose primacy and aid is thoroughly recognised. Prosperity followed, and even after the French flew, our fields grow rich and our cities larger, and our control over Ogaden is absolute, and little Abyssinia can do little to contest it, for now. The roads, universities and books are all symptoms of Somali renaissance, but great danger might be ahead, for the wise know good times don't last forever. Haile Selassie eyes us enviously, and Middle Africa's new manager seems to be rather unapproachable diplomatically. Whatever the future holds, we know that we've seized the opportunity, and together we are leading Somalia to a bright future. Somalia stands on the shoulders of giants. Right, you guys, do you need some training? Yes. Yes, you do. Let's start you guys training, and also, we do not have a surplus of guns. What are our division templates? It's not terrible, it's not terrible. What I might do is upgrade the militia guys to infantry right now, because they have absolutely no experience. We lose nothing doing so, just some guns. 1,300. I think we can probably recoup that. Did I just make you militia again? Apparently I did. Doesn't lose anything though, so yeah, we are 1,300 guns short. That is fine. You guys are now going to all upgrade. Training is underway, and we are making some guns, although it's going to be an extremely slow process. I heard YouTube is trying to do a new algorithm. They bloody well better be. Because the current one isn't just broken, it's actually destroying their business. Would it help if I added history or some sort of clue? Bots wasn't pro 1930s? No. Anything that says Germany and World War II, gone. Or even if it just says World War II. Or even if it just says war. Yeah, in fact, if it's not even in the title. Like, this is in the tag, so if I have war in the tags, and Hearts of Iron you usually do, then he's gone. 7 factories, watch out Germany. Yeah, and 2 of which are military, 5 of which are civilian, of which I'm using 3 right now on that. Alright, do we have any generals? He's a general as well. How can we not have the Pirate King City leading our forces? I mean, seriously. We cannot not have Pirate King City leading our forces right now. Assassination of Kerensky. So what has happened in the meantime? Okay, so we have got Kornilov with a fancy little hat. Like they've... Yeah, he's wearing a Soviet uniform. I was trying to see if that was a hammer and sickle, and it is. Oh, he's Joseph Stalin! Duh! Because he's got the whole pipe and everything. I didn't immediately see the pipe. I thought it was part of his collar. Oh, I do hope we get to see some more. Oh, I'm really curious to see what Wrangel looks like. I am really curious to see what Wrangel would look like. Is there a way I can find that easily? Do I still have that folder open? I do. I'm just going to very, very quickly look through the Russia files, and if it's really, really good, I'll try and find a way of posting it up for you, just so we don't have to keep reloading and replaying that way. Let me just double check here. We have got GFX leaders. I guess this is under Russ. And then portrait. Oh, good grief, they have a lot of portraits. Romanowski. What's Wrangel's first name? Oh, there he is. Peter Wrangel. That's not any different. That's also not any different. That's also not any different. Oh, they didn't change Wrangel's. Disappointed! Alright. So that's why it wasn't worth reloading, because I haven't done all of them. But like I said, they have done Konolov. Pirate Grand Marshal City! Oh my, no one's ever conceived of a more lovely set of words. Is it really worth to build infrastructure? The maximum of factories is so low. You make a good argument. I mean, this is 4 factories with no tech upgrades, so it's probably going to go up to 7 or 8. If anyone wants to math that out, then they are welcome to. But you do make a good point there. Is it worth building infrastructure? Yes, because I want to have a good hub of infrastructure for movement bonuses and supply bonuses. Which Halloween person is my favourite in this? It's the one I'm playing as. Black Monday ripples to Somalia while in a comparatively weak fashion. Somalia has been hit by Black Monday. Our most valuable trading partners are no longer willing to trade, and the people worry about the future, making the downturn of the economy a self-fulfilling prophecy. Black Monday hits the horn. Production efficiency down 20%, factory output 40%, construction speed 35, resources to market 30, political power minus 200. Ouch! And then the Jacobins have been elected in France. It is the same guy. Yes. So it's still Feuer, or Favre, or whatever the hell you want to call him. What is his name? Sebastian Feuer. Yeah, it's Peter, thank you. One of my generals has a toothbrush mustache. He does? Oh, I see what you mean by tooth. I've never heard it named that before. The Hitler stash. Huh, interesting. Also, what specials do I have? Oh, Alp Supply Commando, Desert Fox, and a Trickster. Oh no. Sooty's Old Guard. Well, it's what I used to watch as a child, so I guess that makes sense. Ah, dear. Alright, you two can join Sooty's forces. And he's a marshal. Man, Sooty's going to level up so slowly.